With the September 10th primary ancient history and the November 1st general election edging ever closer, we're on the streets of Chelsea asking voters if they participated in the primary and who they like in the race for mayor.
I voted in the primary and I voted for de Blasio because I think it's a tempered change with the culture, the political culture that New York has had right now. I think Bloomberg was pretty terrific, but there's an enormous segment of the population whose needs are being ignored. I know what I'm talking about because I was a public school teacher for 20 years too. So we like to take the advances that have been done in education, but we got to have more affordable housing. We got to have more diversity in terms of the cultural and almost spiritual participation of more people outside of a certain income bracket in the city.
I will be voting for de Blasio, only because actually today is the second anniversary of Occupy Wall Street, and I was thinking about that because I really think that the past years under Mike Bloomberg have basically been creating a city for the extremely wealthy and for, working class New Yorkers. I mean, I tell you, I have friends of mine who work 3, even 5 jobs to barely survive.
And what do you think of Christine Quinn?
I used to like her, but with the term limit thing and the closing of St. Vincent's and the fair wage things, a lot of things she didn't do, I seem to be, Bloombergish. I thought she expected him to back, so I just, and de Blasio, I know for a while. He used to be in the Union 32BJ, which I'm a member of. So, he has good, basic, progressive, nitty-gritty, down-to-earth, good guy.
Quite honestly, the fact that Lotus worked for the MTA does not curry any favor with me. I mean, they're actually, the MTA is raising their rates again. I'm like, well, that just speaks to the fact that you can't manage terrible mismanagement, and yet they find money to beautify upscale, subway stations and upscale neighborhoods, to build malls, like the new Fulton Mall that they're building. That's not what New Yorkers need. This has basically become a New York for tourists. I go to Midtown now and it looks like Disneyland, which, if I wanted to live in Orlando, I would live in Orlando. I don't. I live in New York City.
Having conducted our interviews in the heart of largely Democratic Chelsea, it's not surprising that we found most people supporting de Blasio. We'll be following the race for mayor in future editions of Chelsea Now. I'm editor Scott Stiffler.